खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय।
Good morning all, welcome back to Biyada classes. As we are continuing the exercise 11.2, we'll do the leftover questions in that exercise. So as you can see here, question number 8 of this exercise 11.2, it says on side AB of triangle ABC, 2 points D and E lies such that AD is equal to BE. So what is given? We are given a triangle ABC in such a way that on the side BAB there are 2 points D and E. They are in such a way that AD is equal to BE. This part AD and this part BE. These two parts, they are equal to each other. Also it says that if DP is parallel to BC, so this is DP and this is BC. So these two line segments, they are parallel to each other, and EQ is parallel to AC. So these two are also parallel. Now you have to prove here that PQ and AB are parallel to each other. So let's prove it. So given a triangle ABC in which AD is equal to BE, DP is parallel to BC, and EQ is parallel to AC. So it is as from the question it is taken out. Now to prove, we have to prove that PQ is parallel to AB. Now let's move towards the proof of this question. Now in triangle ABC, we are given that DP is parallel to BC. It's already given that DP and BC, they are parallel to each other. Because these are parallel to each other, therefore we can say that AD upon DB is equal to AP upon PC. Because DP is parallel to BC, so AD upon DB equals to AP upon PC. This is by using the Thales theorem. Let's consider this to be as equation number 1. Also, in triangle ABC, you are given EQ is parallel to AC. Now same, if EQ is parallel to AC, then using the Thales theorem, what we have BE upon EA, BE upon EA is equal to BQ upon QC. Let this be a result 2 or equation 2, and this is also by using Thales theorem. The other name of Thales theorem is the basic proportionality theorem. So we have got two results. Now one thing what we need to do here is, we are given that AD is equal to BE. AD is equal to BE. This is given. Now here AD and BE, they are the parts of the same side AB. Now let us add this third part which is left out, that is DE, to both the sides. Add DE both sides. Now if you add DE both sides, what we get? AD plus DE is equal to DE plus BE. We have added DE to both the sides so that the equation remains equal. Now AD plus DE, if you check it out, AD plus DE, it forms AE. And if you check out DE plus BE, if you take this, it forms DB. So this is one more result which we have. Now let us see here all the four results. Let us combine. The third result says AD is equal to BE. Now, in the equation 1 and 2, this AD and this BE means both the numerators, they become equal because of this result. And using this fourth result, the fourth equation, we have AE equals to DB. So again, if we move to equation 1 and 2, EA and DB, they are also equal. Or let me make it simple. Let us do it like this. Using equation 3 and 4 in equation 2, we have, what do we get? BE will be replaced with AD. So, and EA will be replaced with DB. So we have AD upon DB equals to BQ upon QC. Let this be equation number 5. Now compare equation 1 and 5. So from equation 1 and 5, we have, now if you compare 1 and 5, what do you get? AP upon PC is equal to BQ upon QC. AP upon PC is equal to PQ upon QC, and the same result you can write it as PC upon AP is equal to QC upon BQ. It doesn't matter, even you can keep it like this also. Now if you check out this result which we are getting, PC upon AP, this is PC and this is AP. The ratio of these two parts of side AC is equal to the ratio of the two parts of side BC. So if CP upon PA equals to CQ upon QB, then by converse of Thales theorem, we get that PQ is parallel to AB. Therefore, PQ is parallel to AB. This is by converse of Thales theorem. So this is the proof of question number 8. Now let's move towards question number 9. If you check out this question number 9 now, it says ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC. So you have the trapezium ABCD where AB and DC, they are parallel to each other, and its diagonals intersect at point O. The diagonal AC and BD, they are intersecting at point O. Now you have to show here that AO upon BO is equal to CO upon DO. That is the ratio of the corresponding parts of the diagonals, they are equal. So given is written here, given, and to prove I have already written. Now in order to prove this result, we need a construction to be done that says from O you have to draw OE parallel to DC intersecting BC at E. So what we will do? We will draw a line segment OE which is parallel to DC. OE and DC, these are parallel, and it intersects BC at point E. Now with this, let us move towards the proof of it. Let's consider the triangle BDC. In triangle BDC, we have here now OE is parallel to DC. This is by construction. So using the Thales theorem, you get BO upon DO is equal to BE upon EC. The two parts of this side BD, that is BO and DO, the ratio of these two is equal to BE upon EC. This is equation 1, and this is done by using Thales theorem. Now we have that OE is parallel to DC, but AB is also parallel to DC. OE parallel to DC, this is by construction, and AB parallel to DC, this is already given to us. So when these two are there, hence if one line is parallel to two different lines, then the two different lines, they are also parallel to each other. So we say OE is also parallel to AB. In simple, if you can just see here, OE it is parallel to DC, AB is parallel to DC, hence AB and OE will also be parallel to each other. Now, in triangle ABC, now consider this triangle ABC. If you consider this OE, it is parallel to AB. Therefore, what you have? You will have here AO upon CO equals to BE upon EC. This is your equation 2, and this result we get it again by using Thales theorem. So AO upon OC or CO is equal to BE upon EC. Though you can write this equation, this result as CO upon OA equals to CE upon BE, and then you take the reciprocal of it, you will get this same result. Now comparing the two equations from equation 1 and 2, we have, if you see these two equations, the right part of the right ratio or the right hand side is equal. So the left hand side will also be equal, that is BO upon DO is equal to AO upon CO. But what we need? We need AO upon BO, whereas here we are having AO upon CO. So just slight changes are needed to be done. What you do is you just simply cross multiply this. You can do it as BO multiply CO equals to AO multiply DO. Though this step is optional, so on cross multiplying, this is what we get. Now here, this CO, let it be here as it is. BO, you can shift it or transpose it to the right side. When you transpose it to the right side, it will be divided, so it is upon BO. And on this right hand side, keep AO as it is, and this DO from right hand side, transpose it to the left side, so it will be divided, so you get CO upon DO. Or this can be written as AO upon BO is equal to CO upon DO. Hence, it is proved. So these are the two questions of exercise 11.2. In the next, we'll continue with more topics based on this chapter. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.